Well, I don't know if you guys heard Kimberly in the background, but she just did the intro. But I'll do it again because I wasn't recording yet. Welcome to another episode of Who's Your Nerds Podcast with Mikey and the two Chris's.
Man. Recruited, the asset known as Sierra 6 becomes a global assassination target when he gets his hands on darning agency secrets. I'm not swearing today. Damning agents. Wow, that looks kind of cool.
It's action packed.
It's freaking awesome. It's
Chris
really
Evans
good.
plays a great villain.
Yeah, like I think I like him in this better than I do like as like Captain America or something.
I have to agree
Really?
with you on that, Mikey. He was great.
He's a good
He
a-hole.
played it great. Yeah, he played it freaking great. I don't know who wrote it too, but I mean, shit. I know the Russo brothers. They directed it or whatnot.
Oh yeah, they did direct it.
Yeah, the Russo
And they have a good film repertoire or fucking library, whatever.
I don't know if we was recording when we said it's on Netflix, but Netflix either they flip a coin. Do they make complete shit or do they make a masterpiece? There's no in between.
Well, Virgin River is right there at the top 10, so that must be really good. So
okay,
right there next to Gray Man. I'm just saying. So
no,
it was great.
If you want to shut your brain off, action movie, that's your shit right there.
And it's not just it had a great story. Like it pulls you in like that immediate like first 5 minutes. It's like, okay, what's going on?
It's a really good spy thriller.
And they really don't let you know, like, so of course, they really don't let you know what's being kept secret until the last half of the movie or so. Like, why is it so important for this, I guess you can say, CIA to get their hands on this information that Six has? They don't let you know that until like the last 30 minutes, hour to the movie. It's a 2-hour long movie, so it's right there.
It didn't feel like it though. It was like go.
Yeah. It was almost. I caught myself because I was watching all these action parts, and I'm like, this is kind of familiar to like the type of action you might see in like a Fast 8 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was kind of ridiculous, but like him running across the train and jumping on the car, like that reminded me of Fast
that whole
and Furious.
scene reminded me of Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
like that whole fight right there was like,
yeah.
But no, watch it up. You know, I'm not going to promote Netflix too much, but this is one of their good ones.
All right. So since we're speaking of Netflix, on my list, I see Resident Evil. Is that recent?
Yeah, it's a new series. Complete shit.
Well, have you seen it?
I watched the first episode.
So it's shit based off the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
They Netflix the characters. Let's put it that way.
It's the whole meme, like manga, anime, Netflix.
Yeah.
And it just gets worse or better. I mean,
I'm
the
not
way they did
complaining
Death Note
because Wesker in the games, in the book, or in the comics, and in the Mila Jovovich movies, white guy. In this, it's a black guy. I don't care in the long run because I like the actor, but it's a trend with Netflix and it's a meme. But it's the guy that played the Dominus in Spartacus, the guy that trained all the gladiators. I've always liked him as an actor, so I enjoyed seeing him. And he also played the FBI director in the Fringe show. I don't know if you guys remember Fringe.
Heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it.
It's basically them trying to make X-Files, but not X-Files. That's the best I can put it. It was X-Files, but not X-Files. Hey, let me copy your homework. Okay, just change a little bit.
Like Top Gun Maverick and the Star Wars A New Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
but that was still awesome.
Bring that up again.
Did you see the money Top Gun is still pulling in? It's grossed more than Avengers, I think, now.
Really? Well, that's because it ain't woke. It's just a movie you go and enjoy, and it has no agenda. And they really could have made an agenda out of it, and they didn't. They just made a movie.
It has made $1.2 billion.
Good God.
U.S. box office alone, it's already hit $630 million.
Yeah, 635 gross. Worldwide, $1.2 billion. It's budgeted for 170. It made 126 just in the opening weekend.
So, I wanted to, but I can't really see doing it right now. Is that at the Air Force Museum? I know it's the Air Force Museum, and the movie's the Navy, but the Air Force Museum, like most museums, has an IMAX theater, and they're showing it in the IMAX theater.
Now that would be cool.
I know it's the Air Force Museum, and it's a Navy, but we can still see it there, surrounded by all those historical planes.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Maybe one of these. It's a free museum. Maybe one of these days we should all go to it. I don't know.
Sure. Where's that? Columbus?
It's the Dayton. It's the largest museum. It's one of the largest museums, if not the largest museum in the world.
Well, Dayton ain't that far. It's like 3 hours, ain't it?
An hour from me. It's got 4 or 5 hangars worth of planes. You start, pre-World War I, all the way up to the space age, like modern planes and like the futuristic test planes. Anyways, I guess. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, anybody have anything else they want to talk about? They watched, did or?
Yeah, F-Boy Island started back up again.
Oh gosh,
dude, these girls are so stupid.
I forget. Do you know who the F-Boys are?
No,
do they tell you
don't know
who
who
the F-Boys are.
Okay, so in the first few episodes, you don't know who's an F-Boy and who's a nice guy until they reveal when they kick somebody off the island, whether they're an F-Boy or a nice guy, right? So the recent episode, which is episode 6, they have to reveal whether they're a nice guy or an F-Boy or not. And these women are like,
to the people, or
huh?
To the women or to the rest of the camera?
Do what?
Do they reveal it to the girls, or do they reveal it?
Yes, they reveal it to the women, and they can decide whether they want to still date them or not, and they do because they're stupid, because they're so superficial, because all they care about are looks. But as I'm watching this show, and I've seen these guys dance around like a bunch of morons and posers and doing stupid ass shit, I'm thinking to myself, if these guys had to check the oil in their car, could they do that? Could they change a tire? Honestly, and I'm going to say, no, they cannot. They wouldn't even know where to look underneath the hood to check the oil. That's just what I'm... That's how... Yeah.
That's pretty low to assume that. Gosh.
I don't know. Watch this show. Watch them dancing around and acting stupid, and you think exactly the same thing. I ain't lying. It's that bad. It's horrible. I'm just saying.
I never watched. Go ahead, Mikey.
Oh, I finished The Boys.
What did you think?
I don't know. I think it's just gotten ridiculous. I hate it. Like it's never going to end. I feel like there's so many moments where they could have just ended it, but they can't, because if they end the show, I mean, if they end. Okay, so the whole plot of season 3 was trying to kill Homelander, finding a way to kill Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
So if they end up killing him, like I'm waiting, I'm like, they have the way, they know how, and they just never do it. It's like, well, if they kill him, then they're not going to have any type of plot really to continue the show. So it's like it's never going to end. I think it's stupid. I didn't really like the third season.
I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but that's like any show anymore.
But
they
that's the
drag
plot.
it on.
That was the plot. I think that's basically the plot of season 1, 2, and 3. Just fucking stop Homelander. Let people see who Homelander is. And I guess season 3, all the crowd, like at the end, the crowd, they know who Homelander is and they accept it. So it's just like, okay, what? I mean, it's so drawn out. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. I mean, it's funny. Like it's a good concept. Like heroes that that basically do what they want. I mean, because they can. They don't have to take orders. I mean, they can kill people. I mean,
who's gonna stop them?
Yeah. And right now, no one can. Right? No one can stop Homelander.
Other than Soldier Boy, but.
And now he has his, like, I guess at the end you see his son is gonna turn right back in, like he's gonna be a little Homelander, and it's I don't know how you, yeah. So.
Well, wow, doesn't like it. That's surprising.
I mean, it's not. I kind of agree with what Mikey's saying.
Really?
Because other shows there's other plots throughout the season, but the entire thing for the season or the series is kill Homelander, stop Homelander. There's really nothing else, and I kind of, I'm all for crazy and wacky things, but I don't know, the whole hero-gasm episode kind of just put me off.
What was that, episode 5 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of mentioned that in like episode 6, 7, and whatnot, or what. And I actually kind of fell asleep towards like the end of 4, and like probably throughout the whole season, episode 5. So I didn't even catch really any of it. I just continued on. So they didn't really mentioned it, but
it's one of those things that they're just being obscene to be obscene.
Yeah.
Get the TikToks, get the tweets, get the Facebook posts.
Yeah.
But they won't end The Boys because it's all Amazon has. Like, what other shows does Amazon have?
Well, they just came out with one that I tried to start, but I just wasn't in that mindset to watch it. Is the one with the Chris Pine? No, not Chris Pine. Pratt. Yeah.
There's too many Chris's.
Yeah, yeah. I was, the one with the Terminal List. Yeah, I heard that was really good.
I did kind of want to.
I heard it was really good, but I just wasn't ready to watch it yet. I don't know.
I've seriously been contemplating getting rid of my Prime because back in the original reason I got Prime was for not even for Amazon Prime itself, but for like the shows, and the show was what's the one where the Nazis actually won World War II? What was that show called? Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
And that show ended, and that last season of that show was so bad that I didn't care. I have yet to even want to even think about watching that show again. The ending was just so stupid.
Well, you got to keep it for the rings of power.
True. Oh my gosh, I got to keep it for that because nobody shares their Amazon because it's Amazon.
Well, no, you'll buy stupid shit. Is why.
I don't know. Of all the streaming platforms I have, Amazon Prime is the one that I'm like on the shortest list of like wanting to get rid of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it doesn't have a lot that I want anymore. And like it has a ton of stuff, but it doesn't have anything that, for free. It's like, hey, you can rent, hey, if you want to watch this movie, you can rent it for $4.
Yeah.
Since Family Video is not around anymore, every Family Video got turned into a Dollar Tree.
or Dollar General.
Yeah.
You'd have to
Or
go
a
to
Jiffy
Red
store.
Box.
Or pizza place.
Or both.
A Jiffy store and pizza place.
Or a gas station like the one I used to go to.
Or gas station and pizza place. Because that one pizza place that was on the north end of town moved out there.
Stoney's or whatever.
Stoney's. That's good pizza.
No, I did not like Stoney's.
Dude, it is good.
I am not a fan of
healthy food because
Sourdough.
it's sourdough.
I don't not like that sourdough.
That's good. Their pizzas are good. Remember when you didn't like deep dish Chicago pizza and
oh my god.
Oh, dude. So
I thought I ripped somebody's heart out. I felt
me and Mikey went to Applebee's last week because I took him to the baseball game, and we were so tempted to send pictures of each other to you with our food, like you do to Kimberly all the time.
So I do. I just do it. I don't know why I do it.
And say my boo or something. But we didn't want you to get the wrong idea.
I wouldn't have cared.
You would have called us bad names.
Can you not take me calling you an asshole?
No, I'm very sensitive right now. Turn over a new leaf. I'm gonna be. Don't make fun of the Godfather. I'm gonna cry. It's just a new Jan Brady right here.
Well, the Godfather does suck, but we don't.
Oh, you can't. Just fine.
There's something I was going to talk about. Like I remember, Mikey said something that reminded me of it, and now I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, I remember what it is. No, I don't. Never mind. I wasn't going to talk about that.
Wait, what?
I can't remember what I was going to talk about.
And then you said you're not going to talk about it?
Well, okay. So me and Kimberly, when we're on long road trips, for some reason, we started doing like movie theme song quizzes. To kill the time. Drive a 2-hour ride is sometimes a long ride. And so we watch. She has unlimited data still somehow. So we watch YouTube videos of like movie quizzes. So it'll play like a 15-second clip of like the Star Wars theme or something, right. And we got 15 seconds to pick what say what movie it is. And it's actually really fun. Like there's easy ones like Star Wars, but then it's like it'll do like Lawrence of Arabia or something, and it's like I have no idea what that is. Or the only reason I know it's the Godfather theme is because it sounds Italian. And it sounds like that he's gonna make me a deal I can't refuse. Sorry. I don't know. It's something fun to do. I was just.
You should hum it instead of using YouTube. I'm just saying. I mean,
why?
Then it's harder.
Well, I can't carry a tune to save my life.
That's what makes it fun. Is trying to figure out what you're singing.
Maybe. I don't know. Because I might not even know what I'm singing. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to talk about. I officially started my Game of Thrones rewatch.
Nice. Yeah.
So you're rewatching Game of Thrones. That thing starts next week?
No.
End of August.
Yeah.
End of August, my bad.
Yeah,
August 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah. They released that new trailer, and it got me hyped. And then Kimberly is like, why don't you watch Game of Thrones again, And I was like, yeah, you know what? I should have rewatched Game of Thrones. So I just got, yeah.
It's a Sunday, just like the old.
Yeah, but we all can't get together and watch it like we used to.
Oh, wow.
Oh, season 3 of Harley Quinn comes up next week.
I know. I can't wait for that.
That's going to be awesome.
What?
Harley Quinn. It's on HBO Max.
Oh.
It's a cartoon.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know they made a series with it.
Yeah, they they had that DC streaming channel and it got defunct real quick. But
Dude,
they made it for it.
That thing was dead on arrival.
Yeah. But they made it for it, and then when it got picked up on HBO, and Kaylee Cuoco is the voice of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So it's a really good. It's a good series. I enjoy it very, very much.
Okay. All right, let's get to the Comic-Con stuff.
Okay. So this weekend was San Diego Comic-Con, the big Comic-Con, the main one that's like where everybody goes to and releases information.
I'm gonna go to it one day. One of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
You better take like $2,000.
I know exactly.
Minimum, like
it's always gonna get higher.
You got to meet what's his face from the Blue Mountain State. He probably cost you $100 more just to get an autograph this next time.
He wouldn't even be there, and that's no slight to him. That's just not their caliber of celebrities.
He might be there. They have lower grade. I don't want to say lower grade, but they have lesser known. Yeah. They have lesser known actors there. They just don't get the whole, media attention.
Right.
But so do we want to? I'm just gonna go. I found a list on GameSpot of like the biggest news stories from it. I'm just gonna go down the list. Is that okay with you guys, or do you guys have something?
No, that's fine. Go ahead, because I don't really know that much that came out. So
okay, so they announced so they've had Dungeons and Dragons movies in the past, but they're all like B and C tier movies, like straight to VHS or DVD. But they're making a full like production one now with Chris Pine in it. So I'm actually pretty excited for it. I don't know. I don't think you guys saw. I doubt you guys saw the trailer.
I have not seen anything.
What did you say it was?
The D&D movie that's coming out, Dungeons and Dragons.
I saw it. I'm scrolling through. I've been scrolling through IMDb, and I didn't watch it, but I've heard some people weren't really too optimistic about it.
Well, like I said, every other D&D movie has been direct to DVD or VHS, or right to the Sci-Fi Channel, even on a few of them. But it's just hard for to D&D. There's just so much, and it's like the fun about D&D is the role playing aspect, not really the watching it. There's not a lot of watching.
The whole plot about it. Yeah, I like you want to be the character, not just. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, even though I've never played it, but yeah.
Well, I played it. I played almost every Sunday, except for this Sunday. 2 people couldn't make it, so we just canceled. We pushed it back. The other big news. I don't know why they ranked D&D number 1 on this list, but whatever. Is the Lord of the Rings of Power released like a full-on trailer, and it looks pretty good, honestly. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah.
I know some people are kind of up in arms because they changed some stuff or, mess with the lore a little bit, but I never read the book, so I don't care about the lore.
Yeah, it's like I've never really was like the big. I like Lord of the Rings. Never really was like the biggest fan of it. Like, I don't need to watch it like every month, every year, or something like a lot of. Even every year, I don't need to watch it every year.
Only if I get insomnia, I'll watch it.
But yeah, it's a good. I like the fantasy aspect of it, so like I'll watch this, but I won't understand any of it. I won't know like the backgrounds or anything like if I read the books.
Yeah. Same.
But that's just how it was when I watched the movies. I didn't know anything about it. You just pick it up as you watch it.
Right.
And the movies do a good enough job of explaining it, I guess.
Yeah. That's September 2nd.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, Black Panther 2 isn't at the top of that list, as I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah, I'm seeing it at the bottom of this list because all it is like, and they showed like a trailer or a teaser of it, and like who's the new Black Panther,
right?
And I know the big thing is there's like murals in the teaser of Chadwick Boseman, and that's what everyone's freaking out about. I'm like, yeah, but how do you replace him?
How did they kill him off in the movies?
He's not dead. He's alive because he fought at the end of Endgame and he survived in the game.
So so they're gonna have to kill him off some way, right? They're just gonna make him disappear.
They're gonna have to kill him off somehow.
It'll probably be in this film, though.
They'll probably explain how they kill him.
Yeah. Huh. Yep.
Oh, I do know, didn't like Marvel unveil the next
Yeah, they
900
unveiled
movies that
phase.
are all the same thing?
They unveiled
Phase.
Phase 5 and Phase 6. I'm going to go through the list. So the last part of Phase 4 is excuse me. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the last part of Phase 4. I'm
That's the
excited.
current. Is that the current phase we're on now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's the current phase we're on now. It's
Yeah.
Phase 4. And that comes out 11/11/22 is Wakanda Forever. That and then the next year is when Phase 5 begins. And I can already tell they don't have a lot of faith in this movie by the month they have it in.
Early. Yeah.
February 17th is Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum
You,
Mania.
you know what? That's probably gonna be the best one all year. I'm
Honestly,
telling you
yeah.
that right now.
Then May 5th of next year is the Guardians 3.
I'll see that. That'll be good.
And for some reason, they have a lot of faith in this movie, but I know it's not going to do good. The Marvels, so Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, and then they're introducing somebody else, if I remember right, for July 28th.
Okay.
They have a lot of faith in that movie. I don't see it.
Yeah, they probably should. I would say if it's ready by then, I'd switch it with Ant-Man, or Ant-Man in May, and then I don't know. I guess they know what they're doing, so whatever.
They don't have this list. So they have in spring of 23. Secret Invasion comes out, which is the bad guys from the Captain America movie. Not the bad guys, but the guys that could like change form. The bad guys from that faction come and start trying to take over the world. Apparently, November 11th or November 3rd next year, Blade comes out, and I can't wait for Blade, even though it doesn't have Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, doesn't it have Mahershala?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Mahershala Ali, right? That's his last
Yeah, I
name.
think that's his name.
Oh.
He's the guy. He's the new Blade. We got kind of a hint at the end of Eternals. We saw him with Jon Snow.
He was caught in the Luke Cage, whatever.
Then this is the stupidest name ever. May 4th of 24. Captain America New World Order. I hate that name.
NWO. It's gonna have like Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash in it. That'd be awesome.
Maybe. I hope so. It'll be more interesting.
Well, it's better than like Rogue Nation. Like, it's still video game names.
Yeah, I like Rogue Nation.
Ghost Protocol.
That was a good movie too. That was a good name.
Ghost Recon.
Better than The Godfather.
Recon Protocol. They're just gonna start making. You're just gonna start mixing things up. Ghost Recon. Recon Ghost.
Hope New.
Jedi
Return.
Jedi
Hope. So the end of Phase 5 is the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts has been hinted in most of the shows right now, and the end of the Black Widow movie. That's what they're putting together with Black Widow's sister, the fake Captain America, and those guys. Apparently, that's what the Thunderbolts are. I think so. Let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
BRB.
And they have shows in between here. So they announced Loki season 2. They announced season 2 of What If. They announced Marvel Zombies because that was a really good What If. Daredevil is going to have 13 episodes. The Daredevil show.
Yeah, I thought 18. I thought I saw
18. You're right. 18. My bad. I cannot wait for the Daredevil show.
It's gonna have this same guy.
Yeah, same
from
guy.
From Netflix's series. Yeah. Yeah.
And Agatha's getting her own show, so you can crush on her all you want, Chris.
He had to disappear.
He had laundry to go do. But as we all know, Chris has a crush on the lady that plays Agatha. So should we wait for him, Mikey, or?
And just keep on going.
Okay, so Phase 6 starts with Fantastic Four. Which I am excited for because I loved the original two Fantastic Fours. Fantastic Four and then Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer. The remake was not that good,
even though it had Miles Teller.
Yeah, it had Miles Teller in it and
Michael B. Jordan.
But they couldn't carry the show. But that's okay. It happens. Then they say Untitled Marvel movie, so they don't have a title for it yet, or they don't want to announce it.
Is John Krasinski, is he still going to be...
Yes, he's going to be Mr. Fantastic.
I didn't know if they just kind of threw him in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness just to throw him over.
I'm pretty sure they're going to keep him as a Mr. Fantastic. I can actually look that up. Let me look that up real quick. I don't want to be wrong.
Okay, what'd I miss?
Talk about the next phase. They announced part of Phase 6 also, which is going to be Fantastic Four is going to kick it off.
Those suck. God, the original two were terrible.
I wish Silver Surfer was better. I liked Silver Surfer as a character. I don't know why. I was always drawn to him.
I liked the characters, but that last one, it had Miles Teller in it, and it was awful.
But the original two were pretty good.
What?
The original two Fantastic Fours. The with Jessica Alba.
No.
Yes, John Krasinski will still be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that had. I mean, Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Bell.
But they can't do that. They can't. It's weird because Chris Evans was the fire guy. Yeah, he was the fire guy. I can't remember.
Oh, right.
Name. But he's also Captain America, so they can't That's weird.
Unless they bring it in on a what if thing, like he meets himself. Then after Fantastic Four will be they have Untitled Marvel movie, so it's probably a character they're going to announce in one of these other movies or introduce. After that is Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, so that's the next Avengers movie, which will be Kang, which was introduced in Loki.
I don't remember.
What about Kang? You said Kang?
Yeah, I don't remember him and Loki.
He's the guy that was running the whole time variant.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I remember seeing a picture of him on Twitter or something. Somebody posted.
Yeah, he came out fully dressed on the stage.
Yeah.
After Kang, it's Untitled Marvel movie, and then the last one they announced part of Phase 7, but it's all Untitled. They just gave the dates, the rough dates they want to release the movies, but that's freaking 2026. I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's.
I might not even be alive that far away.
Hopefully, cross my fingers.
Cross my fingers. But after the last thing is Phase 6 is Avengers: Secret Wars.
I heard really optimistic things about this.
Yeah.
From fans, I guess, but I've never read comics or anything, so I don't know.
My whole thing with Marvel right now is they're really stretching into their lesser known or lesser cared about characters, which in the long run I guess is not a bad thing. But I really think Marvel needs to reset sooner than later.
As in do what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stop making movies for a while. Reset the timeline. I don't know. I honestly
they do
don't
with
know.
Spider-Man every 5 years. What's the difference? I mean,
True, they did announce the next Spider-Man freshman year coming 24.
Freshman year at home. I mean, you got to have home in there somewhere,
right?
Nope, it's freshman year.
Really?
He doesn't have a home to go back to. Remember?
Ah, yeah, they killed Aunt May, didn't they?
Yep.
Ah, fuck. I forgot about that.
Spoilers.
Instantly sad.
Right?
No, but they have a lot. They announced a lot of Marvel stuff. I don't want to say I'm getting tired of Marvel. I don't know how to explain this right. I guess
Yeah, you're getting tired of Marvel. It's okay.
Yeah, and I'm still gonna go see it. I'm still gonna drag Kimberly to it. You know.
That's because you moved 2 hours away and don't know anybody, Chris. That's not.
I'll still go see movies.
I'm just saying.
I've seen plenty of movies by myself. I'm not afraid to. No, but they announced some other shows. Like I said, I don't know if you were here, Chris, but they announced like Loki, the Agatha show, so you can crush on Agatha. You know who Agatha is, right, Chris?
Agatha is
your crush from WandaVision.
Oh, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
She's getting her own show.
Sweet.
What If Season 2 was announced? They're making another season of X-Men 1997. So the one season show that 1997, they're bringing a show to more episodes to it now.
Yeah, I saw like a clip that they were unveiling the characters that are going to be in it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Agatha, Agatha House of Harkness title changes to Agatha Coven of Chaos at San Diego Comic-Con.
That is a better name, I think.
Winter 2023.
Oh, a show that I'm actually kind of excited for is they're doing an I Am Groot show. It's the Adventures of Baby Groot on Disney Plus.
So what's he just gonna go around and say I am Groot and we're all supposed to laugh?
Hey, they got to pay Vin Diesel.
They have
somehow.
those movies. They have movies already about things that we don't know what they say. They're called Minions.
Banana.
Those guys are hilarious. I did see where they did. It's not Marvel, but I did see where they were doing more Daredevil episodes.
That is Marvel.
Is that Marvel?
It's going to be on Disney Plus. They brought.
Okay. Yeah, Daredevil Born Again. There it is.
I think right now that I would have to say that's my most looked forward to of the whole Marvel reveal.
Not me, Agatha Coven of Chaos.
That's yours.
That's gonna be.
I know I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this, but I think What If. I really like the original What If season.
Wow, we're all racist. We never chose Black Panther as our most anticipated.
I chose Agatha though.
You feminist.
I don't know if any of us are gonna be excited about this, but they announced some Walking Dead things.
Or yeah, I saw that.
Are they still dead people walking around?
This year is the last season for the Walking Dead original show. Then Rick and Mahone are getting their own show.
It's Michonne.
Michonne, oh my god.
Mahone.
Mahomes. Rick and Michonne are getting their own show. They don't know. I think it's supposed to be next year. But they're still developing it.
Yeah.
Get to California, get on a boat, and then go to like a Hawaiian island and just kill the zombies there, because then it's done. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I figured this out a long time ago. That's all I had to do.
Well, you gotta find a boat
island.
You gotta find a boat that works. You gotta get fuel for it. Probably not that.
It's all out on the West Coast.
Or just do like the, just build your own. I don't know. You could probably make a little raft. It'd take a while. You'll probably die before you even get to Hawaii.
The Polynesians did it all the time.
There's no way you can get a boat to Hawaii. Unless it's a big ass boat.
Just watch Moana. That'll teach you how to get across the ocean.
Yeah.
It can't be that hard. I'm just saying.
Let's go to DC really quick. They did some DC stuff. So it was rumored that they were gonna announce a new Superman movie. They did not. I'm very sad. But we did get a Shazam: Fury of the Gods trailer. It looked really good, and Viola Davis was shown in the Black Adam trailer. She returns as Amanda Waller from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
Which I think she's amazing.
I like the Shazam movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah, Shazam was really good. I wasn't a fan of the ending too much, but the rest of the movie was really good. I haven't seen the movie in a while, so I don't remember why I didn't like the ending. They announced Keanu Reeves is going to play in the live-action Netflix series of Berserker, which was a comic book and a manga. So
they better nail that, or they're gonna get fucking. I know a lot of people that like Berserker. I've seen stuff.
Yeah,
if they
got
don't
a
nail that,
very.
They don't nail it. It's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, Netflix might not be able to take too many losses, especially with Keanu.
Yeah,
Keanu is gold right now, especially because after what Keanu said, he said he's willing to make as many John Wicks that the fans want.
Yeah, and I was about to talk about that later, but John Wick 4 was announced, and they have a new teaser trailer for it.
Oh, I didn't see the teaser trailer. I just saw that it was announced.
Yeah.
Is it bad? Is it sweet?
Always sick. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
How can you forget about the trailer was released for Clerks 3? I mean, I'm just saying.
To it.
Well, yeah, we haven't got to it yet. It's got the same director, John Wick 4, same director who did 1 and 2.
Good, because 3 was the weakest. So that's saying something though, because 3 was still really good.
Yeah.
I guess Chris brought it up early. Clerks 3 was announced. We got a trailer.
I am freaking excited about that one.
I still need to watch the first 2.
I was hoping
how can you not see those movies? Are so good.
I don't know.
Clerks is awesome.
I just never watched.
What's wrong with them?
It's just one of those things I never watched, so I don't know.
It's hilarious. I saw it probably sooner than I was younger than I probably should have watched it. But
the first one or the second one?
No, the second one.
Oh, the second was much worse than the first one.
Yeah, it's like I have older brothers. And they introduced it to me, and I was like, all right.
Your parents probably weren't too happy about that.
They probably didn't know, but
well, now they did. Now they do. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Meadows. Go ahead, Mikey.
I guess one of the things I've been looking forward to, I've seen it for a while now, but they finally released the trailer. I haven't watched the trailer yet because I just saw it today as I was sitting down. Paramount bought the rights and stuff for Teen Wolf from the MTV.
They did.
So they have it's I don't know about the rights, but they kind of signed a deal with Jeff Davis, who executive produced it on MTV. So if you want to watch the show, it's on. All the seasons are on Paramount, which I've seen the series 3 or 4 times, all of it. I don't know why I like it so much. Anyway, they finally released the trailer for the movie that they're going to release, and I can't wait to watch it when I get done here. It's gonna be. I'm so excited for it.
I remember when we were living together.
He remembers how you held him while you slept at night.
Shut.
No one's supposed to know.
I'll leave for work and you'd be watching an episode, and I'll get back from work and you're like a season past. I was like, what the heck happened? So I'd sit there and watch it for a little bit too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I was trying to explain it sometimes, but.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just, I'm 5 seasons behind now. I have no idea what's happening.
I got a tattoo.
What do you mean, Alpha Wolf? And what are these zombie guys?
Yeah, I got a tattoo based on it. I was probably gonna get another one eventually based on it. So it's pretty cool. It's better. It's better than like Twilight.
Well,
that's not saying much.
99%
Sure.
of media is better than Twilight.
I'll just say with the werewolf thing. Yeah, it's better than Twilight.
We need we need another vampire movie where they just rip the necks out of people and just tear the shit out of them and eat them and
Dracula Story Untold, is that what it's called?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sarah Michelle Gellar is joining the cast of Teen Wolf.
Oh, it's legit Dracula
Who's
Untold with Luke Evans. It's really
Buffy
good.
the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I don't know.
Overrated show.
I will kick your ass. It was not an overrated show.
It was completely overrated.
It's not overrated.
And the thing with the movie, they're gonna have a lot of the same cast, so it's gonna be fantastic. They really tried to get a lot of the same cast.
Take that back. That was Can't Miss TV in the 90s. Dawson's Creek, Buffy the Vampire Slayer on the WB.
Yeah.
But did she have the Dawson's Creek Trapper Keeper?
No, she was too busy slaying vampires. Not
Sam and Dean are better.
What?
Sam and Dean are better at killing vampires.
Dude, that show was so good.
Except Dean got impaled at the end.
It was a great show.
I know Supernatural was a great show.
No, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a great show.
I do have a topic for us. I'm going to bring it up now just so I remember.
I don't wait.
So I have a topic for us for like next week. What are like shows that are on now or like not too far in the past that 20, 30 years from now, 10, 15, 20 years from now are going to be, thought of like amazing classic, great television.
Game of Thrones.
That's already thought of.
I don't know because so when I was a kid or a teenager growing up,
18.
Well, we watched I'm talking about like old shows. Like shows that were old like in the past that were still good when I was a teenager. So you
Little House on the Prairie.
That was on when I was a kid. I'm thinking more of like Andy Griffith's show. Andy Griffith.
Yeah, I was on Netflix like last year, and I ended up watching like 6 seasons of it.
Those shows are hilarious. They're still funny.
I know. I liked them.
You can watch Andy Griffith on like the Turner Classic Movies.
They
show like 30 episodes a day.
Yeah.
On whatever, like 2 or 3 stations show them every day.
My mom legit watches that from like when they start showing it till when they end.
I do too. I can sit here all day and watch Andy Griffith. Those shows are hysterical. So it's got to be that caliber because I've seen some TikToks where they talk to celebrities about, are your kids watching your shows? And they don't. They don't age well. Like Friends. Friends is the one now. Are kids watching Friends now? I don't know if they're watching Friends now. Or Seinfeld.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah.
Friends or Seinfeld. Because that's equivalent to me liking Andy Griffith. Andy Griffith in the 80s.
I think Friends is a lot bigger than we think it is right now. Unfortunately.
I love Friends, so it doesn't matter.
I hated Friends.
But I'm just trying to compare. I mean, the A-Team. The A-Team was cheesy in the 80s, and so was Knight Rider. Oh my God,
Hawaii 5-0.
The remake or the original?
The original.
You know what's good?
I heard the remake's actually pretty good.
Perry Mason. Yeah, the remake is really good.
Perry Mason's really good. Did you watch the HBO the one series they tried to make? It was like a season or 2.
Like a prequel.
We talked about that like one of our first episodes, I think.
I wasn't a big fan. Podcast. But the TV show was kicking. I loved that show. Maybe it was because we only had 2 channels, and
my grandma loved Perry Mason.
We watched Perry Mason every day. I don't know. I don't know what's a show that's going to catch on. Like your generation, like was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and or my stepkids. They watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They love George Lopez.
I never liked George Lopez.
They watched it all the time. But they like Friends because we liked Friends. So maybe that's why. But
there was a while there I kind of watched Frasier a lot.
Cheers.
But that's back. Yeah. Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
But Boy Meets World.
Boy, I love Boy Meets World. That was a great show.
Do you guys want to do that topic next week, or do we want to?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's save it for next week because there's so many. And I mean, there could be some sleeper ones. There really could. I mean,
well, we never know what shows people, our kids are going to pick up in 20 years.
Well, I mean,
think actually a pretty good show.
Let's think up I'm just thinking series that might have lasted 4 or 5 seasons, but like my parents never watched because they were stupid, which probably would have been like Brady Bunch or Gilligan's Island or The Partridge Family. And like we watched those shows.
Little House on the Prairie.
We watched.
I think Firefly is a show that when it came out nobody liked it, but then like when it came onto Netflix, it got relived.
Well, I mean, Star Trek's a great example. It lived more in syndication than it did, when it was
syndication
on TV.
Saved Star Trek.
Yeah,
that's like a known fact.
Speaking of, there's a show on Vice. You guys might want to check out. It's called Icons, and they're talking about Star Wars, like when Lucas made Star Wars. He was trying to buy. It was really cool because there was 2 things about it that I was trying to explain to Josie because Josie asked me what made Star Wars. What made me love Star Wars so much when I was a kid? And it was the fact that sci-fi movies were dead at that point. You still had Star Trek on TV, but nobody's making sci-fi movies. When I on this show, this Icon show, Lucas said that he was making a movie for 10-year-old kids, which is exactly what he did. He aimed that movie towards kids. He had the toy line. We had never had a toy line before that tied in with a movie, really. I mean, we didn't have any Jaws characters or Cannonball Run there were no movies in that era that tied in a toy line to it the way Star Wars did. He aimed that towards kids, plus the fact that there were, they didn't release blockbusters every summer yet, and there was no streaming, no online, no YouTube, no anything. But he initially was trying to buy the rights to Flash Gordon.
Flash.
Yeah, that Flash Gordon, yes, that one. And they wouldn't sell it to him, and that's the Flash Gordon that got made.
The only reason I know Flash Gordon is because of Ted.
I saw that at the movie. Flash Gordon. I saw that. We thought there was going to be a sequel and everything, and there wasn't.
Well, you were wrong.
I was bummed. But the Icons, it's on Vice. I'm on to episode 2 now. But they talk about how Lucas was making Star Wars and how he picked people, and it went over budget. And since they filmed in England, they could only shoot like during certain times. Like you can't go like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything's shut down. So you better get your shit done by 5 o'clock, or you're not going to get a shot.
Huh.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting show.
I mean, I knew they shot in England, but I didn't know they, you had to be done by a certain time.
Yeah, you had to be done by a certain time. And you could ask the union for a extension, but they very, very rarely gave them extensions to shoot over that time. So,
can I talk a little Star Trek news from Comic-Con? I was hoping Tim would show up to help to talk with it, but they announced the release date for season 3 of Lower Decks. I know you'll be interested, Chris. Right. August 25th. Lower Decks. Ever since Lower Decks came out, this podcast has done nothing but support it. So even if you get Paramount just to watch Lower Decks, do it. It's worth it.
Is that the only thing they announced?
Oh, maybe his mic messed up or something.
Yeah, he dropped, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll bring up. I think me and you talked about it at the baseball game. Nintendo bought an animation studio.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. It's called Nintendo Pictures. So hopefully we might get some cool Mario or Zelda or something movies. Kirby, maybe, probably.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened? Did I just like stop?
You just
talking?
dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the last thing you heard?
That Lower Decks got a new season.
Oh, and then I kind of went on a rant about how we've supported Lower Decks since the beginning.
Yes, that's the last thing I heard.
Okay, well, the other thing. Sorry if I interrupt anything, but
You're good.
the other thing that they announced, they released the first images of Picard, and they announced the new character. So Geordi's going to be in it. Riker, Doctor Crusher, Worf, and Deanna Troy, plus the returning characters. So
That's the
7 of
picture you
9.
put. Yeah, that's the picture that you
Yeah.
put in. I was like, I don't know any of these guys.
Those are like the original characters from.
I know they look old, so I figured they were fucking original.
And I'm gonna guess they're gonna deal with the Wesley Crusher came back at the end of season 2 for something. So I'm gonna guess they're gonna deal with what he was doing.
The Wesley Crush, not the Wesley Crushers, the Wesley Crushers.
Anyway, yeah, but yeah, that was all the Star Trek news.
I was just briefly talking about Nintendo bought an animation studio, and then it's going to be called Nintendo Pictures.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited for that. Maybe we'll get a good animated Mario movie.
It's not like it. They bought Dynamo Pictures. It's not like the best known. It's a Japan base, but it's not the best known like animation studio. But they did, like it says, they did kind of help work with like an Evangeline 2.0 film, Ghost in the Shell, a Final Fantasy one, Resident Evil, Infinite Darkness. Like they helped with Dragon Ball Superhero.
That comes out soon, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, they worked on a few things, and it looks like the acquisition closes in October of this year. So
October, yeah.
So I don't know when we'll see something from it, but hopefully we get like a cool like Mario film or Zelda or something. I don't know.
Mario Kart movie.
It'll be like Fast and Furious, but with Mario characters.
I want a Donkey Kong Country movie.
Yeah, that
and a good. Well, Pokemon already had good movies, so
yeah.
Don't forget about Dragon Ball Superhero and Dragon Ball Going Plaid.
Yeah.
What do you mean Dragon Ball Going Plaid? I saw that on Twitter.
No, we put it in a group chat.
I put it in a group chat.
It was
because I called it ludicrous.
Yeah, it's a Spaceball thing. Yeah,
a Spaceball thing.
Yeah.
When does Dragon Ball Superhero come out?
I thought it was next month.
No, it's Dragon Ball Superhero.
I thought it was next month. I know it's out in theaters in like Japan.
August 18th.
I'm looking it up. Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
August 18th.
Dragon Ball Superhero.
It's out. Yeah, it's out in Japan and stuff, but it's not gonna be.
I don't have my
August
my old
19th?
hookup for when Dragon Ball news comes out.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Wait a second. Why?
That's good.
I don't know. And then like they also announced the new season of My Hero.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Kimberly's still in season 2. She's about to see the a very epic fight.
I almost bought a Bakugo shirt today.
Really?
August 19th is Dragon Ball Superhero.
I know we said
it was
that.
Pretty cool.
Oh man.
But instead, I bought an Ichigo shirt.
I'm gonna go pay money and go sit in that movie, and I'm just gonna talk really loud to the whole thing.
You should just scream.
Is this where he goes Super Saiyan? Is this where he dies?
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna bunch of stupid questions.
Yeah.
Who's that? Say that.
Go green guy. Talking about Piccolo.
Is this where he screams for 15 minutes
Yeah, this one goes,
and nothing happens?
"Ah!"
I don't know. I saw a cool like fan animated fan animated like little 2-3 minute film of Dragon Ball Z. That was pretty cool. It was like it started out like a Goku and Chi Chi kind of fight in that tournament, and then Broly just shows up out of nowhere and fucking like breaks Chi Chi's arm because Chi Chi's like, "What are you doing here?" And then and then Broly's like Kakarot, like he does, and he starts to fight uh Goku. And Goku's like, I don't have no idea who you are, and then Vegeta shows up, and then he goes Super Saiyan first, and then like it's pretty wild. It's really cool. It's like alternate like Dragon Ball Z. Like if Dragon Ball Z was a little bit, or Dragon Ball was a little bit different, because the way they explained going Super Saiyan was a little bit different. Like it came out of his chest, and he looked more like an ape. Like he transformed more into like an ape, like a wild primal.
Oh, so
like,
kind of like Dragon Ball GT.
yeah, maybe. Like, um. So and then it showed Goku going Super Saiyan. So like when he started to like get angry or whatnot, and he started to transform because Broly like beat up Chi Chi or something, like it came out of his chest and like it kind of spread like a scar, like maybe he got struck by like a lightning bolt, like how that might scar look or something.
Like Alien,
And then
like Alien.
Yeah, and then his face kind of engulfed in flames or something, and he kind of looked like Naruto when he like switched to the fox, like when the fox kind of took over. But it was more apish than fox. Like it was really neat. I saw it on TikTok, but it was pretty cool.
You should post the link.
If I ever see it, yeah.
Post the sauce.
I could probably go through it.
Oh, sorry. I'm stretching. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about? Anybody got a shower thought?
Yeah, I do.
Hook us up. Give me that good shit.
I thought of some lame ones, and then I thought this one. I'm like, this one's good. So, if you think a boy or girl is attractive, and if they have a twin, would you automatically think that twin is also attractive? Let's just go with physically attractive. Of course, there's a lot of other attractions.
Yes, because my thought was if I ever dated a twin or married a twin, I could tell like her sister that I've seen her naked.
I've had this exact thing happen, sort of, and the answer is yes.
I know what you look like naked.
Yeah.
There's
I never thought of that. Okay.
They can never deny
it. Of course, it'll only be like, it could be physical. It's not like a lot of people are attracted to other things, but
memes. I want dank memes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, here it is. I wonder if it. Yes, is this the whole thing? I found it. Yeah. Okay. I'll put it in the group chat. I found that Dragon Ball thing, but it's pretty neat.
In one of the infinite universes, your celebrity crush is married to you.
That would be.
I don't believe it.
So there's two celebrity crushes I have, and which is one is Agnes, of course.
What's her real name?
Agnes.
God,
She would
always
get
be
so
known
mad
as
if you called her Agnes, right?
And then what's the other one?
Dakota Johnson.
I thought you were going to say Zac Efron.
No, well, that too, but no.
We got 3. You lied to us, and you have 3. Jesus.
I have 3. What's her name? Catherine Hahn is her name. So Catherine Hahn is one, and Dakota Johnson is the other. And not because of those stupid 50 Shades of Grey movies. I could care less about those. I just think she's cute.
Okay. Well,
so I could be married to her. I could just go to marry. I'll move to Utah and be married to both Catherine Hahn and Dakota Johnson. So there you go, and Zac Efron.
Well, they look down on that whole, same stuff. Anyways, you can watch and listen to us at YouTube. You can listen to us at Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, and Amazon. I sucked that time, but that's okay. Also, you can get a hold of us, at TikTok. Not TikTok. Geez.
We're not on TikTok, are we?
Twitter. No, we're not. Twitter at Pod Nerds and Facebook. If you guys want to make a TikTok, you can, but I got rid of that app because it is bad. I needed to. I was on it way too much. It was a problem. Anyways, if you don't know who's your nerds are, that's us. Boop, boop. Oh, crap. I forgot. Panic. Okay, here we go.